What's going on, everybody? Thank you all for joining me today. If you haven't already, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel, and most importantly, please make sure you follow me on Telegram at TD Media Group to help circumvent social media shadow banning and censorship. And with the introduction out of the way, let's get into today's news. And today I have the biggest smile on my face because once again, we have the women of The View fighting, and there have been a lot of infighting, right, on this show since Kamala Harris lost miserably to Donald Trump in a bloodbath this presidential election. There's been a lot of infighting going on, a lot of confusion. The DNC doesn't know where they want to go next with their messaging, and we're seeing that play out here live on The View. What you're getting ready to watch right now is Whoopi Goldberg trying to tell the cast to chill out with all of the fear mongering. Why? Because we actually don't know what Donald Trump is getting ready to do next, which runs contrary to what they told us prior to the election, that he's going to be a dictator. Now they're switching that narrative up, or at least Whoopi wants to do that. But the rest of the cast, or at least some of them, kind of feel otherwise. So let's get into this right now, and then we'll get back into the discussion.
I think what we're all saying is we're going to sit and watch. We're going to wait and see because we can't do anything else except.
I'm not going to wait and see. I mean, this guy is told us he's a retribution. He's going to be a dictator.
What are you doing? Like, there's nothing to be done until you know what you're fighting. It's pissing in the wind doesn't help. You just get a wet face.
But I mean, what I'm saying is I have no false expectations that at 78 he's going to all of a sudden turn into a national human being. And I'm not going to spend. I spent weeks telling people that he was apocalyptic. I'm not going to change now because it's still the same man.
Not treating every single thing like
I think that's when we lose credibility.
Well, here's the thing: you lose credibility in many different ways. If you don't know what you're talking about and you accuse him of something, then they're going to blow it back. That's why I say we need to wait and see exactly what you're going to do.
Like Whoopi said, if you're pissing in the wind, the only thing you're going to get is a wet face. Right now, everyone in the DNC's face is soaking wet right now. And what you're seeing here play out is a desperate attempt here on The View, at least on behalf of Whoopi Goldberg's attempt, to do their best to maintain whatever little bit of credibility they have left. You fear-mongered your audience to death already. It didn't work. Kamala lost miserably anyways. And the thing is, if Trump goes through these 4 years and nothing apocalyptic happens, he's not a dictator, he just serves his term and then he leaves, that makes them all out to be liars. Now, we already know that they're liars. Everybody knows that they're liars. And folks like you and me know that their credibility has been shot for years. But the reality is that they do still have an audience. And what they don't want to happen to them is what they've seen happen to MSNBC, where you have an entire network that's in free fall. Currently, as it stands right now, and contrary to what a lot of people would like to believe, The View is actually doing very well with viewership. They're doing extremely well. They're not going to get canceled anytime soon. And their numbers have gone up over and over and over again, or I should say year after year after year. As you can see here, the title of this ABC News article reads, this little press statement that was put out about a week ago: The View sees increase in total views year to year, posting gains in 10 of the 11 weeks of the season. Season to date, The View delivers its highest viewership in 4 years, ranking #1 in households and total views among all daytime talk shows and news programs for 5th consecutive season. Okay. And you have right here for week 11, for the week of November 11th, 2024, The View ranked #1 in households and total viewers of 2.5 million views. So they average a total weekly viewership of 2.5 million viewers, right? What they don't want is for their credibility to be shot to the point to where that number dips 50+%, like what they've seen happen on MSNBC and CNN. They don't want to lose the credibility in that way, to which then they will be in a position that they're going to be canceled. Like I said, once again, At least Whoopi Goldberg's trying to hold on. I don't know about what everybody else is trying to do. And she's also tired of being made a fool of. Last week, we saw, I think her name is, what's it, Sunny Houston. I always get her last name wrong. But she had to read off, I think it was somewhere around 4 legal notes in a matter of 1 week's time. Let's get into this right now. I want to show you just a montage of Sunny having to read these legal notes off. Let's get into this clip very quickly.
Sonny, you have a legal note.
I do have a legal note. Thank you, Whoopi. Matt Gaetz has long denied all allegations, calling the claims, quote, invented, and saying in a statement to ABC News that this false smear following a 3-year criminal investigation should be viewed with great skepticism, that DOJ investigation was closed with no charges being brought.
I have a legal note.
You want to take this one, Joy, or are you
Matt
good?
Gaetz has long denied all allegations and has not been charged with any crime.
That's true.
Also, another legal note, Pete Hegseth's lawyer said he paid the woman in 2023 to head off the threat of a baseless lawsuit. He has denied any wrongdoing.
I have a legal note. Matt Gaetz has long denied all allegations and has not been charged with any crime. Gaetz previously dismissed allegations that he paid for sex, saying that, quote, someone is trying to recategorize my generosity to ex-girlfriends as something more untoward. Another legal note, Pete Hegseth's lawyer said he paid the woman in 2023 to head off the threat of a baseless lawsuit. He has denied any wrongdoing.
Just call the show Legal Note from now on.
And that's the embarrassing part. Just call the show Legal Note for now on. That was 5 legal notes in a week's time. 5 in a week. And the purpose of the legal note is to protect ABC from lawsuits. Defamation of character is real. It's one thing to have your opinion and to say, I think this about this person. I feel this way about this person. After receiving said information about Matt Gaetz, I think this X, Y, and Z. It's another thing to have close to a weekly viewership of 3 million people, close to 3 million, 2.5 million, for you to have that large of an audience and to spew complete and utter nonsense on a daily basis to 2.5 million people, to spew baseless lies to 2.5 million people. And you're doing this day in and day out. You are setting yourself up for a massive lawsuit that ABC is not willing to foot the bill for. So now, with that being said, every time Sunny opens her mouth, it follows up with a legal note, because her and the other women of The View keep talking foolishness, nonsense, and complete and utter BS. And you have some people like Whoopi Goldberg who's actually desperately trying to save the show. Because once again, if they're just speaking just to be speaking, like we saw prior to the election, talking nonsense just for Kamala Harris to lose miserably, and then after she loses, you have Trump go do 4 years in office just for him to not do any of the dictator stuff that you said that he was going to do, their show and possibly the network is going to be shot. And they're trying to save that. We'll see how things play out for them moving forward. We'll see if those ratings start to drop. It looks bad for them either way. I don't think it even matters that much at this point now if they wait to see what Trump is going to do before they speak. It really doesn't matter anymore, because you've already lied on this man's name so much that all he has to do is walk through these 4 years with a normal presidency. And if he doesn't turn out to be a dictator, looks like you're all the liars that we all thought that you were. And with all that being said, that does it for today's news. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. Please hit the like button on your way out. Share this video on your social media platform. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. And also don't forget to follow me on Telegram and Rumble. That is extremely important that you do that. Please follow me on Telegram and Rumble at TD Media Group. The link to that will be in the description box below and pinned in the comment section as well. Thank you all for your time. And until the next video, peace and have a great afternoon.